Friends, we love our gold. We love having this yellow metal in our possession. Many battles have been fought. Many journeys have been undertaken by humans in search of this yellow metal called gold. But have you ever wondered how this much gold reached Earth? Or is it that only Earth has the gold, or this gold can be found on other planets in our solar system? And if you look around, friends, in fact, I will point this as a challenge for you. Most of the known gold mines on the surface of the Earth have been excavated completely, almost bone dry. There is no gold left now to excavate, and whatever gold we see in the form of ornaments, etc., is basically the recirculation of the gold, where people actually buy and sell gold, and that is under recirculation. Fresh gold is almost over, but gold is something which is a heavier element, as you know already, that gold is not produced in the cores of the star. Now, when we talk about production of different elements in the core of the star, in fact, we are all made of star material, because hydrogen is basically used by stars core as a nuclear engine, and by combining hydrogen it produces higher elements. So first with helium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and go on. The process goes on till the star core reaches iron. So in nutshell, we are all made of star material, because all the material which is found in human bodies or living things has come from star. So once the star reaches its age, it explodes, spreading this material across the universe. And when the new stars, new bodies are formed, these materials are taken into those bodies. So this is why I say that we are made of star material. However, the gold is not produced within the core of the star, because the production of new elements stops when it reaches the iron. And why iron? Because on the periodic table, iron periodic number is 60, and if you combine two iron atoms, the addition of a number of protons and neutrons in iron atom is 60, and if you combine with another one, it will be another 60, so 120. Now there is no naturally occurring element with 120 protons and 120 neutrons. Therefore, this combination is very unstable and it is not successful. So once the core of the star is becomes iron, the gravity takes over and crushes the star, and depending on the weight of the star, different things are formed, starting with white dwarf, which our sun will become when it reaches the end of its life, to neutron star if the sun is 5 to 6 times bigger from its current size. The eventual end of such a star will result into a neutron star, which is everything is made of neutron. There is no elements inside neutron star. And the third kind is, the star is even bigger when it is actually collapsing under its own weight. It can become a black hole. So let's talk about gold again. Going back to gold, if the star cannot produce gold, then in what condition gold is produced? Now, there is enough proof, and the proof is that when the star goes supernova, in that split second, a minuscule amount of heavier elements, including uranium, is formed, which includes copper, silver, platinum, and all those heavier elements, including uranium, is formed in that split second. But is that enough? It is not enough. There are other processes in our universe which help create these heavier elements, and these are the cosmic collisions. So in case there are two neutron stars which are colliding with each other, that uh, collision will result into a black hole. After two neutron stars combine, the resultant after that will be a black hole. But this whole collision itself will create a huge burst of energy, and it is called type A supernova. It's a huge explosion. So when the two neutron star collide, the gold is formed. And also, recently, some of the German astronomers have found that the material which revolves around the black hole, which is called accretion disk, has the properties of same conditions which exist in collision of two neutron stars, and therefore the accretion disk also produces heavier elements while the material is rotating just outside the event horizon of black hole. So there are 2 to 3 occasions when the heavier elements are formed. Now let's look at the earth. These heavier elements are rare. They are not found like a simple dust uh, outside our doorstep. These heavier elements are very in very limited quantities, and that is why the price of these elements, which is gold, silver, uranium, is determined by the availability of these elements. So because if they are less available, that means the prices are going to go up. That is why in terms of our economy, gold is more expensive than iron, and so on and so forth. Heavier the element, more expensive it gets, and more scarce it gets into universe. So that is why gold is very scarce. However, there is enough gold on earth so that it can fulfill the desire and lust of 7 billion people, and it has helped shape our history, and also it continues to shape our future. Today's economy is directly pegged to gold, how much gold you have, and that is why the country will be richer. If you remember, friends, and if you're Indian, you know that the India was known as Soni ki chidiya, which actually translate into bird of gold. There is so much gold in India that it attracted a lot of invaders coming into India and take this wealth away in the form of gold. Now, I think these are all these are the things which we are affected day by day. But I think the moot question is how we got this gold, or is there gold available in other planets, especially rocky planets in the neighborhood like Mars, Venus, and Mercury? I bet it is. I fully bet the solar system must have passed through a collision dust in our history, and when the solar system passed through this dust of the remnant of these black hole accretion disk, that is how the planets in our solar system picked up this gold. I feel this must be a rare phenomena, and gold is not something which produce every day. There are very special conditions required to produce gold, and that is why this finding by these German scientists and astronomer that the solar system passed through the debris or dust left behind a black hole accretion disk, and that is how this material was trapped by the sun gravity and then eventually reached the planets, because these planets were forming billions of years back, and that's why our solar system must be very rich in gold. So friends, I think this is something which I thought I'll bring to your attention, that the material that we have and we take it for granted, there are special conditions which are there to bring this material for our consumption, and we should not take it for granted. But I want to know your opinion, your thoughts around this. If you have any suggestion or any comment, do write in and I will respond to you in my best capability. However, I will meet you in the next one.